you are probably spotting the signs right now. The TV screen's been polished, there are extra bags of chips sitting in the house, and heaven forbid the team jersey isn't washed and ready to wear. It is Super Bowl weekend, folks, and for fans, it's fun. For those who turn fan into fanatical, it's not really all cheers and celebration. What is a Super Bowl widow to do? When does this whole sports obsession become an actual addiction? Let's ask Judith Wright, life coach and author of the book, The Soft Addiction Solution. Judith, great to talk to you today.
It's great to be with you.
First of all, do you like football?
You know, not so much.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you.
Are you with me? Yeah.
Yeah, I hate to admit it. It depends on the group that I'm with. I can get sucked in, but...
I'm actually from Chicago, so yeah.
Oh, that's heresy there.
I know.
Okay, what do you do then if you don't get the hype about the Super Bowl?
Well, you know, it's one thing. My husband's into it. He's not a sports nut, but he likes the Bears. He likes the Super Bowl. So that's one thing. You know, it's a day, and if your guy or the people close to you really enjoy it, that's, you know, and support them. That's fine. That's a big deal. But for a lot of women who call themselves sports widows, it's not just the Super Bowl. It's a whole season, or it's several seasons. So it's when sports becomes too important, you know, where sports is the thing you're looking forward to the most. You're more excited about a game than you are about your own life, or you're studying statistics and you're analyzing the game, but you're not looking at your own life. That's where this becomes a problem for people.
Yeah, well, and how about betting massive amounts of money on these games? Because we know that there are billions of dollars. The actual figure varies depending on who you refer to, but billions spent on betting on these sports.
Well, if you start looking at it, there's a lot. I mean, look at that money, that draining money. Someone told me that they spent their mortgage money to get a ticket. You know, that's a really big deal. And maybe it's important to them, but how important should it really be? And you look at billions of dollars in gambling all the time, the energy that goes through the whole thing. There's something for us to wake up to. Sports should be like a condiment, you know, an added excitement to your life. It shouldn't replace that playing that game of life. It really should be something where we're learning from it. How do we learn from the Super Bowl how to have a super life? What are we getting out of that we could start putting into our own lives?
Well, I sit back as a news person and think to myself, if we had even 10% of the energy and the money and the time that was spent involved in sports on, I don't know, community service, can you imagine how much better our cities would be? Okay, that's my little soapbox for the day. Are you saying that sports can actually be an addiction in the same way that drugs or alcohol are?
Yeah, well, they actually become a soft addiction. Soft addictions are those seemingly harmless habits like watching too much sports, but they're common everyday activities, but overdone, they really have higher costs. Money you've talked about, their time, they mute your consciousness. Your mood is dependent upon how your team goes. Then it becomes what I call a soft addiction.
And what do you say then? Get a life?
Well, you know, there's one way to look at it, but learn from it. Because even sports, you can see there's a deeper need that you're meeting. People tell me, like, when I work with them in coaching or in a training, they say, oh, well, I love the excitement, or I feel like I belong, or I've got something to look forward to, or I love the adventure of it. Well, that's a clue. That's a deeper need that everybody has. But how do you meet that in your real life? You know, look at it. Could you be investing and analyzing more about your own work life? Could you be having more intimacy in your relationships? If there's something, a dream you have that you could be pursuing, so you can be a victor yourself instead of just watching winners.
Oh, Judith, it's so true. Thank you so much for your time, for your advice today. Appreciate it.
It's great to be with you.